Did you just do one load over the
No, we took 2 or 3 loads up there. Anyway, it was fun. It was really fun. Made a little excitement on our farm, and fortunately the cattle all came up to look at us. I didn't think they would, but
they wanted to see what was going on
what
too.
was going on too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that story is not in the Killdeer book,
It isn't.
The Rainmaker. No.
It isn't.
So it will be good to get that one on the computer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Oh, it feels good to sit here.
Yeah. There were just about 3 chickadees at the bird feeder here
right?
a minute ago. Yeah. When you live off the land, as I have my whole life, there is one word that strikes terror in your heart, and that word is drought. Because we live in an area of flat land and heavy land, this is not a common occurrence, but there are those times when it will not rain. You keep looking at the sky for some clouds and all you see is the sun. You see your crops start to wilt, and you know that in a short time they will gradually begin to die.
Okay, we go from there.
We go from there, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out just how to start in after that.
When a story is shared like this, like Michael does, and a lot of storytellers do, there is an emotion, there's a feeling, there's a passion when that story is true, when it's really believed.
I have learned in 30 years of storytelling that if I tell a true story, not a made-up one, that actually happened, people will hear it from their own lives. There's something about a true story that touches people, and I've found that to be just amazing. It's like a legend told of ancient China.
No, not too fast. Okay, it's like a legend told.
From ancient China. And this was before people were able to move food or people. And a village was...
Okay, just a minute. You said it's like a legend told from ancient China, and this was before people, and you used people a couple of times really close together.
Okay.
Can you backtrack again?
Yeah. It's like a legend told from ancient China where a village was experiencing drought.
Okay, just a minute.
I think in all of our lives, there comes periods of drought. And I want to tell you why I feel that way. I'm not just too sure where to go from here. Okay, I got the idea now. When I was about 30 years old and had taken over the running of the farm,
the voice of an author. I believe that the really powerful stories don't just come from your head. I think they come from your heart.
Ed worked for me for 15 years, and he became my mentor. Ed seemed to know just what that soil needed to leave it as good as it could be. He came in the late afternoon, and mud and stalks and snow were covering his tractor.
Okay.
His face was white behind the windshield when he drove in the yard, and I knew he wasn't well.
Okay.
But he had finished the job. As he parked his big tractor, I went over there because everything was slippery. When he stepped out on the deck of the tractor, he slipped and fell. But I was there to catch him.
Okay.
This is what he said to me. "You need a better man than me now. I sure have appreciated the job."
I think People all need to know that their story is important. Each one of us is a completely different individual with different dreams and different desires, and we alone can tell that story to the next generation.
He died shortly after he left. So I asked the pastor and the family if I could say a few words. And in a small crowd, and his 3 children sitting in front, I told him the story of the Rainmaker and how Ed had been one for me. I remembered the story I told, how in all of our lives there comes periods of drought. But I believe rainmakers are sent, so watch for your rainmaker. They make barely a ripple when they come. And that's my story.